Hey everybody, this is Craig from 9V Games, and today I'm going to review the FC Twin. Now, for those who don't know, an FC Twin is basically a Super Nintendo and a Nintendo mashed together through emulation. Here, I'll actually show you the console. I actually did a FC3 review back in the day. It's the FC Twin. It's got a couple games in there. And I talked about how much I thoroughly liked it and blah, 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 and that all changed when I had a child. My kid broke my FC3, so I had to get an FC Twin. I figured I might as well not get another FC3 because, one, they're more expensive. Two, I have Sega Genesis and Sega CD combo under here anyways, but what I didn't realize back when I did my previous review, because I didn't really know much about FC Twin, and I do like Yobo, that's the company that makes it. Not every game is compatible, and the more games I got, the more I realized that it wasn't compatible. In fact, I don't know if some of you saw, but in one of our Pod 9s, that was just me and Dan, I actually smashed a copy of Guerrilla War because I thought it was just not working anymore. It's not 100% compatible, so I ended up having to order another one. But, with that being said, after this review, if you ever plan on buying one of these, it's just good practice to go on. You can look right on Wikipedia, or they have a wiki that has a compatibility list. And namely, the only one I have a problem with is that it's not compatible with Super Mario Bros. 2, which I don't understand. But, I mean, I have All-Stars and you can still play it, but that's not the point. The point is I have Super Mario Bros. 2. I want to play Super Mario Bros. 2 on Nintendo. Other than that, I haven't really had a problem with anything else. That game Werewolf and RoboCop sometimes work and sometimes doesn't. I don't know. And I do actually go back and I play my classic games a lot. So, obviously it's still better to just own a separate Super Nintendo and a separate Nintendo. However, just for a matter of convenience, it's nice to own this. I will say my one complaint about the FC3 was that the controller was like extremely faulty. And then I found out it's just the controller port. And the thing that this is the FC3. It's like as sturdy as a diaper. My kid broke it just by ripping out the controller while we were playing Zelda, and he actually pulled some of the wiring, which I can't even see where he did it because I would have soldered it back together. I don't understand what got ruined, but the fact is, player 1 controller doesn't work anymore. It doesn't register. You can put in another controller. You can get a new controller. It doesn't work. But the controllers themselves are actually kind of flimsy. At least with the FC Twin, you get a pretty diesel Super Nintendo-esque controller. It's not really Super Nintendo. I mean, this is the Super Nintendo controller. We all know that. But it says FC Twin, so it's not like an official Nintendo controller. However, you can put official Super Nintendo controllers in there because that's what the slot is. But, just real quick, I mean, it's got your, I can't really lift this that high, so I don't even think you can see this, but it's got an 8-bit switch and a 16-bit switch, whereas the FC3, you had to switch Super Nintendo, Genesis, SNES, and then you hit your power button. This one you just switch 16-bit, 18-bit, that is your power button, and thing boots up, looks amazing on this TV. I'll just show you a couple games. So I have Mega Man and Super Mario World, so we'll go Mega Man first. Boots right up, no problem. Oh yeah. It's my favorite thing. I'm way too close. Way too close to this fucking screen. Come on. Oh, fuck you. I gotta use the buttons. Because it's fucking Super Nintendo. I know, it's unfair. Anyways, yes, I had played Mega Man before. Alright, the buttons are a little different. On the FC3, it was a 6-button controller of Sega Genesis style. And then this one, obviously your A and B is actually Y and B, not A and B, which it should be. Hence the jump, fucked up. But yeah, Super Nintendo. Boots right up. No problems. I played a lot of games on it since I got in the mail. I haven't had any like hardcore issues with it, like sound quality issues, blah blah. Everything seems to work exactly the same as FC3, except for obviously this one doesn't play Sega Genesis games. The thing that makes this one, I think, obviously a better purchase is the controller's a lot more diesel. The unit itself feels a lot more solid, and it's only $38. Whereas I think the FC3 was like 60 to 70. And I also noticed that you can't really find them as easy as you can the FC Twin. But yeah, see, all your classic Blue Passion Mario stuff. This feels a lot better. It was hard playing the, I'm not gonna lie, it was very hard playing the Super Nintendo games with the 6-button controller. It was hard as hell. It was confusing, blah blah blah. So I think I'll never get an FC3 again just because of how confusing it was for the Super Nintendo and the fact that I actually have I have a Sega Genesis. I have no need to ever really do it. I just don't want to go out and buy another Super Nintendo and buy another Nintendo. I don't have the funds for it. This is cheaper, obviously, than both of them combined. It's more of a convenience thing, like I said, and if you're a collector and you're watching this, you already have a Super Nintendo and a Nintendo. You don't really need this. If you're a collector of clone consoles, you probably already have this. And if you just want to buy something to get into retro games and just play your standard games, except for Mario 2, this is a good path to go. I actually bought my FC3 and I ended up buying a lot more Nintendo games because, you know, just your like loose ones that you find anywhere, your bargain bin ones, and 99% of them work in this. I think the more hardcore, and it won't be for a while, that I get into collecting more Nintendo and Super Nintendo games, the more likely I am going to buy a Super Nintendo and a regular Nintendo. But as of right now, this is fun to play with. My son likes to sit on the couch with me, we play Zelda, it's great. So, it serves its purpose. Every Super Nintendo game I have works. Every Nintendo game except for, I think it's a total of 3, work 100%. So, it's a good thing to have for collection purposes. This is my 3rd clone console, and I'm very happy with it so far. I'm sure I'll have some complaints down the line. If they're really that bad, I'll make a video about it anyways. But, yeah. It's also nice that I got a black one, because I thought I was getting a black and red one, but everything else is in here is black, so it fits in perfectly with the aesthetics. And it's very small, too. Smaller than the FC3. So, I got a lot of shit over here. It fits in nice. But yeah. So I'll be back on doing my classic reviews. Now I can go back and start doing my Nintendo ones, so hopefully you'll be seeing some of those. I really want to do Yo Noid. Thank you guys for watching.